Welcome to YourHomeLifeRadio.com. This is the GF Joe Radio Show, and I am your host, GF Joe, the only show that is entirely gluten-free. Every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on YourHomeLifeRadio.com.
Mike Live, you got 5 seconds.
Welcome to the GF Joe Radio Show on YourHomeLifeRadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe, where the show is entirely gluten-free. All gluten-free all the time. What a great show. Hey, I don't know if you guys were listening last week. I don't remember. But I'm a little tired today, so my show is going to be running a little short today. I must have had food that had gluten in it, and I'm feeling really tired, so we're going to do a couple more breaks than usual. And mentally, I'm really challenged right now. I'm always mentally challenged. Boom, doom. Hey, our new engineer for today, brought to you by Adams Engineering Services, is Adam. Adam, welcome to the show.
Why, thank you.
Hey, we're going to be having a couple of callers today. I was hoping to get one caller from the Celiac Foundation people, but apparently they're unavailable. My next guest in a few weeks will be Sabine Lisicki. She has celiac disease. So she'll be on the show in a couple of weeks talking about her celiac. Sabine Lisicki, as some of you may know, is a tennis pro star. She was just in Japan doing her tennis thing, and then when the season is kind of over, she'll be back here in the States, and she lives right in my area. I live in the Pinellas County. She lives in Tampa, Bradenton, and she trains at this elite academy for tennis pro stars and a whole bunch of other sports. And she'll be on the show. Got a hold of her agent, and I'm really thrilled that she'll be on the show in a few weeks. That's Sabine Lisicki, a young tennis pro star, and she loves to talk about her celiac issues. You know, lately in the news, and there's this thing going on about choosing gluten-free for weight loss. You know, I think I blogged that on my Facebook or posted on my Facebook. I'm not a blogger per se, but when celebrities take specific issues and apply it to a disorder or something like that they're using it to get fame or whatever, or they're using it incorrectly. Weight loss is not a benefit of gluten-free diet. It's not. You don't choose to be a gluten-free person to lose weight. Tell you that right off the bat. It's not. It may or may not help, but it's not chosen for weight loss. The reasons why you have a gluten-free diet is for mental clarity of thinking. You have a GI problems. Either you have celiac or you have a sensitivity to gluten, meaning you have an allergic reaction, which I do. I have the allergic reaction. People who have a celiac disease have an autoimmune response system to celiac, and it damages their small intestine villi. And the only known cure is a gluten-free diet. So those celebrities that are choosing a gluten-free diet and those sports people that are choosing gluten-free diets, yeah, you definitely get a good mental clarity in which it relates to a better thinking and more accurate thinking and feeling your body is 10 times more better and more alert and more energy and a lot of less fatigue. But it's not chosen for weight loss. So, and I know Kim Kardashian out there in L.A., you know, and Los Angeles has always been like number one on health issues, or, you know, trying to, you know, be in the forward thinkers of health. But unfortunately, Kim Kardashian didn't do a good job. She's using it for weight loss, and that's not a good choice to promote gluten-free diets as a weight loss. That's incorrectly. That's totally wrong, bogus. But if you go on a gluten-free diet, sometimes you do lose weight because there's not many choices out there to eat food, and so you just by malnutrition you lose weight. But now you can eat a lot. There's a lot of foods out there that are gluten-free, and you got to pick and choose the ones that do not have cross-contamination. Now, what is gluten? GF Joe Radio Show always has a little thing in the beginning of the show. What is gluten? Gluten is that protein found in wheat, barley, rye, oats, some corn, some rice. You got to pick your winners and losers in that, but most of the time corn is okay. But recently, I personally stayed away from corn and rice because I had a diagnosis that I'm allergic to rice. So I stay away from white rice. Gluten is the protein found in those grains. And for celiac people, that affects their body. It damages their villi. So the only known cure is a gluten-free diet. For me, for me and other celiac people, you can't even have cross-contamination of the utensils or in the cooking area. You must have a dedicated gluten-free facility to be entirely gluten-free product. Now, some restaurants do have gluten-free products, but is their kitchen dedicated gluten-free, or is there a dedicated gluten-free area that they make all their products? If they do have a gluten-free dedicated area, that's good. That's thumbs up. But make sure it's handled in the right way. Make sure the utensils or the rubber gloves are changed or taken off, and put on new rubber gloves when they handle the dishes. If you have a plate full of bread and rice and whatever, you don't want the same gloves touching that dish at all, or the utensils, the spatula, the spoons. So cross-contamination is a big, huge issue. My house, of course, is a dedicated gluten-free facility. There absolutely is no flour in my house. No white flour, no whole wheat flour, no oat flour, no rye, no barley, no hops. So my house is all dedicated gluten-free facility. I wonder if Dominic Cure out there is listening to my show right now. I hope he is. Maybe you can call in with a little either recipe or a little discussion. That'd be great, Dominic. Anyway, my show is on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're listening in, you can call in on that 727-597-4022. Let's discuss your celiac issues, your allergy symptoms. Mine were severe headaches. I'm really tired all the time. And this was like 15 years ago. There's people coming out today saying they're experts, and they only been diagnosed 2-3 years, and they're saying they're experts. Well, then what am I? I must have a PhD in being gluten-free then. I've been doing this 15 years, since 1997, 96, 97. So I like to call myself then a leading expert in the gluten-free lifestyle market. My symptoms were the headaches, the stomach cramps, little diarrhea. Can we say that word? Is that all right? No, I say that all the time. Diarrhea. Mental clarity was bad. I was getting up out of bed really late all the time. I get to work late. So, the only way I found out was my own self-diagnosis. A couple of doctors did not figure it out. It was many years before I got an official, I wasn't celiac, but I did have an allergy sensitivity, and that was in the year 2000. I had a food elimination procedure where I did it on myself because I eliminated foods over a 5-week period, and I found out that wheat lost out. I felt so much better when I took the wheat out of my life. My head was clearer thinking. My energy level was great and up there. And I said to myself, Self, you got to stay away from wheat. You're gluten intolerant, and thank God my friends gave me this book about food allergies, and it listed all the exact symptoms that I had as a gluten intolerant person. So ever since then, I stayed away from pastas, lasagna, spaghetti, pizza. And along with that, you get a dairy intolerance too. So I had to stay away from dairy. It's a holy smoke. And I'm Italian, so my whole Italian world and culture was destroyed. And now I've been getting calls. Joe, what's this gluten thing? So I decided to do a radio show to answer any questions, phone calls, to be your mentor, to be your supporter. So I started the show about 4 or 5 months ago, and it's been going pretty good. Thanks to Nolan Ray and his Entertainment Global Media, give me an opportunity to use his studio here for 1 hour a week. And also, by the way, I also have my own chocolate chip cookies. Everybody loves my chocolate chip cookies. That's what I used to bake at home and used to sell. I used to sell at the studio I was working at Pizzelle cookies too. You can go to my website, gfjoe.com. Yes, I own that. gfjoe.com is mine. You can order your gluten-free biscotti, biscotte, biscottini, biscotte. I have hazelnut and almond. I have chocolate chip cookies. I have chocolate chip cookie dough, which for local people they could pick up in the studio. And you can find that, or you can email me that at gfjoe.com. But I love being the GF Joe radio show. Fantastic show. We had some callers a few weeks ago. We definitely had some celebrity. I'm working on Jennifer Esposito. Yes, she recently was fired for her celiac issue from CBS. What's wrong with CBS? They continue, as one blogger put it, continue BS. What's wrong with CBS? They let her go. They put her on a limited thing. I wish she would call in, Jennifer Esposito, and talk to me about that, her celiac issues. So maybe I already sent an email to her, see if she could come on the radio and discuss her issues with celiac. And she has her own little product, too, that she's coming out with, flour and stuff like that. But I'm so glad that I'm here talking to you guys on the internet radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. Hey, Adam, can we go to a little commercial break? I need a commercial break.
1 minute.
1 minute commercial break. Hold up while I take a sip of water. Now, if you notice, my water is in glass. I do not use plastic bottles water. This is my own filtered water. I use glass water. Plastic water is not good. Don't do it. Use your glass bottle or use a stainless steel or even wood if you can make it out of wood, which I'm going to do. Don't take my idea. I did that already. Hey, Halloween's coming up. Election's coming up. Make sure those are gluten-free Halloween parties. Gluten-free election. Romney. Anyway, what's our countdown? We got 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Hey, you're listening to the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. All gluten-free all the time. You can find some of my products on gfjoe.com. Hey, I thank you for listening to the GF Joe radio show. You can call in at 727-597-4022. Tuesdays between 5:30 and 6:30. Anytime after that, you're getting another show. Oh, man, the gluten-free show. Hold on, wait a sec. Did I tell you about what gluten is? I did tell you that gluten is a protein found in wheat. Oh, great. How about in 10 seconds, Adam? I just found out we're taking a break in 10, 9. Oh, you count down. We'll be right back for the GF Joe radio show. Go ahead. Is intended for general information purposes only. It is not designed to provide listeners with specific and personal medical, counseling, or professional service or any advice. The programs are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individuals with health problems should always consult their health care provider for their professional medical advice, medications, or treatments. The views and opinions expressed by the show host or their guests, writers, producers, do you or
have
editors
a
are
song
their own and shall not be construed in any way as advice from the GF Joe radio show. We encourage you to seek professional advice or care for any problem or issue you may have.
We're walking with the wind, hand in hand, I kiss the sky. and all things coming clear as I gaze through Ojna's eye. A symphony of souls led by panzerotic pipes will guide the stars and bring new life. We see within a mind cast no shadows on the wall, emanating dreams, singing hymns in Vishnu's hall. We're walking with the wind where time and space has never been known. We eclipse the sun with vibrant tones, and the stars alone sing our song of home. Yeah, the stars alone sing our song of home. I know what I become, feel new life burning these veins. Vivacious energy, oh, this force cannot be tamed. We're walking with the wind, with secrets deep unspoken. The circle be unbroken. Now join us if you will, renouncing a life of strife and woe. Or just open Ojna's eyes and hear that sweet symphonic flow. Oh, the water bearers come, the fish has given its last groan, and the windwalkers are standing stones, and the stars alone sing our song of home. Yeah, the stars alone sing our song of home.
Hey, welcome back to the GF Joe Radio Show. Hey, Adam, who was that? Who was that band?
That was the Druid Roots.
The Druid Roots with Windwalker? Terrific. Hey, you're listening to the GF Joe Radio Show, all gluten-free all the time on yourhomeliferadio.com. Trying to present a great show this week. Hey, we had on a few weeks ago, Dominic Cura, a young author in Seattle, Washington. He wrote a little book called Eternally Gluten-Free, and hopefully he will call me in today. I'm feeling a little mentally challenged today. I need a little assistant co-host, you know. So I'm drinking my water and I'm saying, what can I do today? Well, I'm kind of planned out part of it today. I did tell you earlier in the beginning of the show that, weight loss, gluten-free, you don't choose a gluten-free diet for weight loss. That's not the reason for going gluten-free. Gluten-free is, you have mental clarity of thinking. If you want a better quality of food in your body is another reason, is one of the reasons. Clarity of thinking. If you have a disorder such as celiac or an allergy or a reaction, and the only known cures is to get on a gluten-free diet. Now, some celebrities or athletes are on a gluten-free diet, and they found themselves performing much better. About a month ago, I had Jen Shur on, and she's a gold medal winner And she was recently diagnosed with celiac disease, and she recently won the gold medal for pole vaulting. So as soon as she found out, she got on her gluten-free diet, and she said on our show she felt much, much better. Clarity of thinking, everything improves when you get your clarity of thinking back, and then your body starts to heal itself, and you're becoming stronger, and then it results in a better performance in your sport or whatever you're doing in life, So choosing a gluten-free diet, it is very, very good for the body, but it's difficult in the sense that you just can't go out there and go out to a fast food restaurant. You can't do that, and you got to be really on top of things when you go out there and be on a gluten-free diet. And it takes, some people, it takes 4 to 5 weeks to get a positive reaction. It may take a week. It's only because that's the way your body is and the way your body metabolizes and gets rid of all the gluten that's toxic to your system. Even in some drugs in your body that last 6 months, they stay there and they're active in the liver. So sometimes you got to take your time being on a gluten-free diet and see the effects. Give it some time. Give it like a month, Gluten-free is definitely a better, healthier lifestyle. Hey, now gluten. To my listeners out there that don't know what gluten is, I did tell you it's a protein found in wheat. Now, within gluten, there's 4 main proteins. There's albumins, glutellins, and globulins and prolamins. Glutellins and prolamins are found in higher concentrations in wheat, while albumins and globulins are more plentiful in corn and rice. So glutellins in particular are dangerous to those susceptible to gluten intolerance because of the way the acids in the body breaks them down. That's a little scientific thing there with a little bio on the proteins found in gluten. There's 4 of them. So there's 4, remember that? Albumin, glutellin, globulin, and prolamin. Terrific. Holy smoke. I got a whole show to do. I was saying before that that CBS had an issue with Jennifer Esposito on the show called Blue Bloods, and they kind of put her on a standby because she had some issues with being celiac. And celiac, you have to be on a gluten-free diet. There's many issues with that. And sometimes you feel good, sometimes you feel bad. And if you stay on a gluten-free diet, you should be okay, but you shouldn't fire people over being celiac. That's a big lawsuit, in my stupid schmuck opinion. You shouldn't fire or, reduce people's hours for a medical condition. So we'll see what happens with the Blue Bloods and the show and CBS, and with Jennifer Esposito, the actress on that show. And I wish her all the best. Maybe she can come on and we can chat. Jennifer Esposito, give me a shout. You are listening to the GF Joe Radio Show. And if you want to call in and talk to GF Joe, 727-597-4022. Hey, I happen to play ice hockey, and I donated some gluten-free cookies, and they went so fast for the charity benefit, and I got hungry after my hockey game, so what I bought my own cookies. So I donated $10 to buy a half a dozen, and I was so hungry, and I bought my own cookies at the charity event. That's funny. I thought that was funny. I was hungry. I had to eat my own cookies after one hockey game, and, we lost, though. Whatever. We'll get them next week. The GF Joe Radio Guy show, we'll get them next week. Try to score a goal. Hey, gluten-free is not, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been doing it 15 years. Now, I'm Italian, so that makes it even worse. So I was trying to find an Italian restaurant with gluten-free pasta, pizza. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. So there was this one place in New York, Long Island, when I was up there working, my real job. During the day, I'm a handyman. I did tell my listeners that. I used to install surgical lights, too. That's a unique job. So I was installing surgical lights in New York, in the city. And while I was sleeping out in the island, I found something popped up on my Facebook and it said, "Hey, gluten-free pizza." I'm like, "What? Let me try this." And at the time, I was having rice, and I didn't know. I was kind of moderately allergic to rice. So my doctor last year told me you kind of want to stay away from anything moderately or above. So now I do that. But back to the Long Island pizzeria story, it had some rice flour in it and whatever corn is like, and I didn't know. But it was gluten-free, and I loved it. I forgot the name of the pizzeria, but it was on Long Island, and the guy was Italian. He's from Italy, and he made a great gluten-free pizza. And that was great. I went, even though it was like $18, I bought it. Give me one to go. I had a gluten-free, I think I had pasta dish too. It was great. Spaghetti and the sauce. You know what makes a dish? Yeah, if you mess up pasta while cooking that, just give it up. Go be a janitor or something. Don't be a cook. If you mess up pasta, you're bad. It's all in the sauce, by the way. Anyway, but you got to make a good pasta. The guy had a great pasta and gluten-free, and he had a great sauce. See, the sauce is the key. And that's my stupid schmuck Italian-American opinion. It's all in the sauce. I had a great pasta time, even though it was very expensive, but you pay it. You got to eat, right? So it was like $12, $15, I think, around there for a dish. But I went there like twice a week. I didn't care about the money. It worked well. Hey, you're listening to the GF Joe Radio Show on yourhomeliferadio.com. I know Adam will play some Simply Abigail coming up on the next break at the top of the hour. Right, Adam? And Adam's Engineering Services. And I know Nolan's really busy. What else today? See, I'm so out of it today. It's really bad. I'm being a schmuck today. But anyway, gluten-free Joe. Hold on, wait a sec. The other day I was making the gluten-free cupcakes. Oh man, these were delicious. Gluten-free chocolate with, and I think I put chocolate chips in them. But I also added peanut butter frosting, and that was great. By the way, you can order some biscotti cookies on the gfjoe.com website. I have my little sign here, blah, blah, blah. GF Joe, gluten-free bakery. Eventually, you'll see my products and taste them in your local grocery store. My chocolate chip cookies will be in the refrigerated section. Most great tasting cookies that are gluten-free should be in the refrigerated section. There are maybe one or two brands that have a good taste, even though they're on the shelf, not in the refrigerated section. But the best ones is in the refrigerated section. They last a long time. They hold their taste. And then when you take them home, you take your portion amount, and then you put the rest back in the refrigerator. Except for me, I'll eat the whole box. But most of the gluten-free stuff is either frozen or refrigerated. There are items that are wrapped and say they're gluten-free, but stuff like that, the sweets, I guess the cookies, I like to see them refrigerated, which is great. It holds a little more taste. Gluten-free items tend to have a short shelf life. So I'm working on, I really don't, in my products, I don't put any preservatives. Naturally a preservative is vitamin C. So if I do anything, it would be a vitamin C, and that's great for the body. We all need vitamin C. So ascorbic acid would be a good preservative. And also, I think I got to do more research, but on this one. But I think honey is a good shelf life extender. Honey, yeah, I was doing research a couple of weeks ago about honey. Honey, the sweeteners to have is like honey, stevia, stuff like that. I do not do sucralose. Last week we talked about that. Sucralose, those top sorbitol, saccharin, all these man-made sweeteners. I don't do those. I'd rather have brown sugar or molasses or honey. Honey's my number one choice. For my cookies, though, I have brown sugar or evaporated cane juice, which is a little more healthier type of sweetener. So I use evaporated cane juice. Brown sugar is okay. It's just a little, I believe, it's white sugar really with a little molasses involved in that. So I'll tell you about that later. Like next week later. When I was doing the research, they said, yeah, this, molasses, what? And white sugar is brown sugar? Sure. Go ahead. Gluten-free. You know, I wish I had somebody to talk to right now, except me, myself, and I. But hey, you can call in 727-597-4022. I'm the GF Joe radio show host here on your GF Joe on yourhomeliferadio.com. You know, I have a Facebook page. Just go to GF Joe. I believe I'm the only one out there with the GF Joe Facebook page. Out of 1 billion people on Facebook, I think I'm the only one that has GF Joe. So it's very easy to find me. Now, I'm here on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can call in and we talk. I will definitely talk about gluten-free all the time. Your lifestyle, your celiac issues, your allergy symptoms. Now, celiac people have different symptoms, but it all kind of similar. Eventually, they all lead to, if you don't take care of this gluten-free issues, or celiac, if you don't know about it, you'll end up with, you're more prone to getting some more stomach cancers. You're more prone to getting Alzheimer's, issues like that, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. We are, I say we as in the celiac and the allergy people, allergy sensitivity people, are more prone, or 10 times more prone to get these diseases if we don't, take care of it now. So that's why if you're not feeling well, and your doctors didn't diagnose it correctly, it could be you have a celiac or a gluten intolerance or a food allergy. You must get diagnosed, have a blood test, or get scoped, as they say, where they put down a little camera through your throat and they go and take a biopsy out of your stomach with a little camera, and they test it out. Oh man, I had such a great thing in my head to tell you. I forgot. Darn it. Celiac, getting scoped. What was I talking about? Darn it, I hate when that happens. And I always cut it off like this. I always say, if I forget something, I'll just go into hey, this is the GF Joe Radio Show on yourhomeliferadio.com. Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30. You can call in at 727-597-4022. And that's one way to stall, as they say. Stall, stretch out the time, and try to think of what I was going to say. The celiac, oh man, I had a great conversation going, and I blew it. I blew it on the GF Joe Radio Show. Anyway, the GF Joe Radio Show is all gluten-free all the time. We were talking about, what was I talking about? Anybody call in? Remember, what was I talking about? See, the symptoms. We were talking about the symptoms. They all kind of similar. If you don't get it diagnosed, you'll end up, we're more prone to having Alzheimer's, and 10 times more prone to getting cancer in the stomach and the GI. So you got to get that diagnosed. Also, celiac and being gluten-free and that disorder is the most underdiagnosed disorder in America. So if your doctor can't figure it out, and I hear stories, a lot of stories. Some people get lucky where their doctor's really sharp and they get it on the first try. Some doctors, some people, some patients, they don't get it for a couple of years, 10 years. So it's the most underdiagnosed disorder in America. I was talking about the View girl. What was her name there? Hold on, wait a sec. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. It's coming to me. Her name is Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Yes, she's the TV host of The View. She had a similar thing, and I was watching her on Dr. Oz. That's right, she was on Dr. Oz last week. she wasn't diagnosed until 10 years after she didn't feel well. So that took 10 years for a diagnosis. That's, mine. I started not feeling well, and probably before I got to California, 92. So I didn't get the official word until 7 years later, 2000. I wasn't celiac, but I did have an allergy. But 3 years before the official diagnosis, I got myself immediately off gluten intolerance, gluten foods, because of the book that was given to me by friends of mine. And so that was in 97. So if you're not feeling well, stomach cramps, headaches, feeling tired, lethargic, diarrhea and all that symptoms, and you getting to work late, you're not getting up a lot, you might have a gluten intolerance or a food allergy, or you have the autoimmune disorder, celiac. I'm here to say, hey, go check your doctor out. Go get your healthcare provider. Have them do a blood test. Let them know you listened to the GF Joe radio show, and I told you go see your doctor and let them test for that. Simple test. It doesn't cost much. But if you get the scoping, that will get an official celiac diagnosis. The blood test, you can get a good diagnosis too. There's several types of blood tests you can get. Right now, I don't have my paper in front of me. Otherwise, I'd tell you what kind of blood test it was. So I'll tell you that next week. But you definitely want to get tested if you're not feeling well. You might have food allergies, or you're celiac, or an autoimmune disorder. So point is that if the doctor doesn't know what's going on in your life, that may be it. Go get that checked out. I'm the GF Joe, host of the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. Hey, Adam and Adam Services, can you give me a Simply Abigail?
Absolutely.
Let's do a break in 10, 20 seconds or so?
10 seconds.
We'll be right back. We're going to listen to Simply Abigail on the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com.
Let's just fall out of what there is, fall underneath the ground we're on. Shake the roots of all the trees till they come tumbling down. Let's both pretend we don't exist, ignore each other blatantly, act like nothing ever was, just a fading memory of when containable pain, yeah, of when containable pain. Something that set our lives and threw us off balance. See that everything is just fine. Start living in the cadence of recovery, yeah, recovery. That cut that's underneath your skin, the ashes from burned violence. I said, I'm sorry. It's weak and small, but full of truth. I said, I'm sorry. Truth can stab into a heart, but lies can make it skip a beat. Hide underneath these willow trees, and maybe I'm not scared of me. So take your turn and I'll stand still, 'cause maybe this will take a while. Crack the shell I'm covered in, expose my mind to everything. Everything. Don't fight for it up, you can stay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Simply Abigail. We are back to the GF Joe radio show on Your Home Life Radio. That was Simply Abigail. Thank you very much, Simply Abigail. That was terrific. Hey, I think we have a caller. Is that true? Adam of Adam Services. 1 minute. That's okay. That's all right. That's fine. I could stall. I'm the professional staller. You want people to stall? Call GF Joe. Hey, where was I? What was that? I did my disclaimer, right? I did my disclaimer. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. And I'm on the show every Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30. You know, I was supposed to have a guest on. You know, they didn't want to do it today. They're like, oh, let's do it next week. I'm like, oh man, you're killing me. And then all my fan base, my 3 fans base, they're all either on the road or either cooking or picking up the kids. That's my fan base. I have 3 people. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, you're listening to the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. All gluten-free all the time. We are part of the Entertainment Global Media. And I don't know if Entertainment Global Media has any announcements or sponsorships, but I'm sure I'll get the memo slipped underneath that door right away. Hello. Welcome to the GF Joe. Hello.
Is this the GF Joe show?
This is the GF Joe radio show.
Joseph, it's me, Anne-Marie.
How are you? Good to hear your voice.
I'm in the car driving home from the bakery.
Oh, so you know your other brother's calling too. I don't know how we get 3 people on the air. We should do that. I
Well, then I'll make it quick. I worked on gluten-free products today. Fun deal. I washed my hands, and they were delicious because I tasted the ones that broke apart.
Terrific.
And my favorite, I'm a traditionalist, is the Anisette.
Oh, yeah, the Anisette. Gluten-free. Was it gluten-free?
The biscottis.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So where's the head baker now?
The head baker is not there. He might be in a vehicle, I think, because I'm in a vehicle, so he's not there, I'm not there.
I think he's driving north to get the ingredients, right?
He might be going north to get some more ingredients, correct? And then I'm going out and getting chicken and rice for tonight's dinner because I'm exhausted, pendant on the egg, and from working the brothers at the bakery.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Welcome to the GF Joe Radio Show. Do we got both Ann and Charlie on the radio?
Yeah,
No
Joe,
way.
we were just in the middle of we did rehearsal today. We were practicing. We have the new. We're starting. It's a different style.
You both
of
are on
pole
air at
vaulting.
the same time.
It's the Asian pole vaulting is what we did today. You know, it's Asian. As a matter of fact, we had these people from the Chinese restaurant come in and help us out. But you start small with that. You start with chopsticks. So it's real easy. You know, it's just a little jump, flip with the chopsticks.
Wait a minute. I have to interrupt. You sure it's not toothpicks, Charlie?
You can
No,
hear
it's
each other?
Asian-
This is great.
Asian pole vaulting. You start with chopsticks, and then from there up,
Okay.
you know, you go to like a Big Ten or something like that. It just gets bigger, and then that's it. So you can only jump, you know, maybe an inch or two at a time, but we're getting there.
This is
And
the
then we're
first
gonna
time.
we're going to be doing the rock climbing
Oh, yeah?
on our next GF Joe Mount Everest trip.
Terrific. This is the first time in radio history that the two callers can actually talk to each other and leave the host
Yeah.
and leave the host
Joe
out.
out.
And leave the host out. Great. I'm so glad I got my own show. So,
Listen, I got to gas up and get out of here. Have
all
fun.
righty, have
God
a safe
bless you.
trip.
Drive safe,
Have a good
the
Halloween.
The
Yeah.
baker.
Have a good
All right,
Halloween.
Talk to you later.
GF Joe.
Are both of you leaving me now? You both are hanging up, huh?
Bye.
No, I'm not. I got one more thing to say. I always got to have
Go
the
ahead.
last word.
Go get the last word, Anne Marie.
The last word is hello. I miss you both faces, and that including Nolan's too. And everybody have a gluten-free night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Hey, that was a great. I love when the callers call in. Especially when I'm not feeling well today. I'm kind of tired. I'm mentally down because I must have had a reaction. I wasn't feeling well. I don't know. But it must have been a lot of the ice hockey. So, and I was really feeling beat on ice. I had 2 games back to back, and I got, I hate when I get rammed into the boards and there's no padding right on your left tush. That hurts. In the 1,000,001 shot, you got to get slammed into the boards, and there's no padding on that left tush. I paid millions of dollars to get padding on that left tush, and that hurts. So now I'm going to go to the chiropractor tomorrow and get the whole spine straightened out. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling well today. Got my spine was whacked. Oh, my gosh. What time is it here? Let me check my time. 6:16. Wow, not too bad. I'm almost made the whole hour. This is terrific. You're listening to the GF Joe Radio Show. We usually talk about gluten-free lifestyles and celiac, which is an autoimmune disorder. We talk about being celiac. We talk about having your diets. We talk about the food. We talk about the bakery, chocolate chip gluten-free decisions. Having good recipes that are gluten-free. We talk about celebrities that are out there on celiac, and sometimes they call into the show, and that'd be great. Jennifer Esposito. So this is the radio show for gluten-free and the gluten-free lifestyle people and those who want to have a great, healthier lifestyle. Gluten-free, in my opinion, stupid schmuck opinion, is a healthier lifestyle. Now, I'm sure a lot of doctors may or may not disagree. Some will. But when I got off of gluten-free, I felt more, when I became gluten-free, when I became gluten-free, I felt 10 times better. I had clarity of thinking. I had more energy. I could do more stuff. That is a healthier lifestyle. And that's why being gluten-free for me is a healthy choice. And I will always say that. If I'm on gluten, I'm dead as a doornail. So that's why I'm always on the radio saying gluten-free is a healthier lifestyle. It is for me. So gluten-free, GF Joe Radio Show all the time. You call in Tuesdays between 5:30 and 6:30, 597-4022. And I might be cutting out early. Hey, where's my Adam? Hey, do you have you have one more song? Give me a nice little Simply Abigail song or something that's Sweet. And then after that, I come back and I'll wrap up the show. Yeah, GF Joe is feeling kind of weird today, so he's going to wrap up early on the GF Joe radio show. And I'm excited. In a few weeks, we'll be back with the GF Joe radio show after this song.
Summertime when no clouds are looming in no summer sky. Beautiful to me. On your sleeve with what you say. You're beautiful, and I love you so. You're just so beautiful to me. Just so beautiful, beautiful. So take that seed from in your soul and plant it here and let it grow and show the world what beautiful can be. You're just so beautiful, beautiful. So take that seed from in your soul and plant it here and let it grow and show the world what beautiful can be.
Yeah, that was Simply Abigail. She's awesome, terrific. Hey, the GF Joe radio show is on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30. I'll be back next week with a better show and more prepared. I wasn't feeling well. Too much hockey. I got banged up, knocked the brains out. My brains are still on the ice. Anyway, thank you for my callers, Charlie, Anne-Marie, me, GF Joe. Thank you for Adam and his engineering services, Nolan. Hey, maybe next week I'll have a gentleman I've been talking to on the email. He's called Gluten Free Dude. He's got a blog. He's just a blogger, and all he talks about is gluten free. And he had the actress on his blog, Jennifer Esposito. So hopefully we'll talk to him and get some more information about that. So the GF Joe is going to be ending the show a little bit early today so I can get more prepared for next week's show. So stay tuned, and then we're going to be leaving the show right now. I'm going to be shutting down. Thank you for listening. The GF Joe radio show, all gluten-free all the time. And Adam, you going to help me end the show? Get some outros. Hey, did I tell you Adam is my new engineering tip for today? I am ready to leave. Please listen next week, Tuesdays, 5:30 to 6:30 on the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. The GFJoeRadioShow.com next week. And once again, thank you for listening to the GF Joe Radio Show, only on yourhomeliferadio.com.